exactly where I have been. Well, it's been quite a week. It's a good thing because there's light in this very long tunnel that I've been going through. But I've just been through it. The cramps haven't been fun to get through from getting off the medicine, and they've been headaches from it, which I knew was expected, but it's been tiring and exhausting. And I've had a little asthma flare up. So between all of those things, I have just taken the week off. Uh, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. My body is getting back to normal. I'm getting back to normal. I'm just really tired and just feel like I have no energy because of what I have been through. So thank you for all your prayers. Continue to pray. I can tell you that it has been one of those times where I said, I've learned how to literally take one day, hi Shatikwa, one day by one day by one day. And God has graced that. But I've thought about going live a little bit, but this week's it's been too hard. Um, I knew I was pretty good over the weekend, and then I knew on Monday what was going down. And I thought, you know what? This is not going to be fun, but I got to get through it. And hopefully, and it was different than the last time they took me off the medication. So I knew that, and thankfully, I just rested, took it easy. I've worked on a blanket, which I had to frog out a lot of stuff yesterday, but I'm trying to really get done with that one because that kind of has a deadline as far as time. And so I've been working on that, and I've gotten lost on Little House on the Prairie. I haven't watched that show in years, and I've gotten involved in that. And my husband said, "Boy, you got to a season I didn't even know existed." So it's been really nice. Um, it's been really nice, and so. Josh, my husband, and myself, there were days where I just sat on the couch and I crocheted, and he got involved in it too and just said, I'm glad you're out here, and I'm glad that you're, uh, you know, I'm glad that you're, you know, here and sitting with me and, just trying to help you through it. So, hi, Muhammad. Hi, Unknown. And so, anyway, that's kind of what I've been through. But things are getting back to normal. We are going to start for the month of June because that's my birthday month on every day but Saturday or Sunday and Monday. Sunday and Monday, we are going to do a live stream.
Sorry.
A live stream every day but Sunday and Monday. So be looking out. I'm going to start scheduling those. And then join us for June 18th celebration because we are going to have my birthday celebration. At the end of it, we are going to do a $25 Amazon gift card to anybody that gets Amazon. So participate in that, and you may win a $25 gift card. If you're a channel and want to contribute anything towards that celebration, please email us at blessedtocrochet@yahoo.com. I'm also going to record a video because I'm also doing video. Hi, Ave. Hi, Big Bammer. My birthday is June 18th, and so I'm going to do a video, and it's going to be running from June 3rd. I'll put it out June 3rd until the end of June. And it's going to be for just the 48 states. You have to have listen to the video. There'll be a word you'll have to put in the comment, and it'll be a $10 Hobby Lobby gift card because we love the yarn, and it'll also be 2 soap caddies. We are on our way to church. And so I thought I'd go live and let people know I'm alive. But I've been absent this week as I've been dealing with some, health issues for the past month. So that's my plan. And I also need to get caught up with devotions, which I'm planning to do. I'm planning to do a lot of recording tomorrow and get those devotions uploaded so that we can get back on track. We live in Ohio. So that's the action plan. And again, we will be doing live streams every day from Sunday or from Tuesday through Saturday. The only days we won't is Sunday and Monday. The only time that we live stream every solitary day is the month of December, because December can be very
detrimental.
Difficult.
Detrimental.
Hi Pamper. Hi Nora. No. And so because of that, this page, even though it says Blessed to Crochet, if you want to call it Blessed to Connect, that's fine. We're a channel that focuses 100% on connection and building those connections and building community and building friendships. And so that's what we do here. And we say, we crochet connection, no crochet hook required. So I'm going to be getting back on track. I use this channel for the basis of connection because I deal with fibromyalgia, which is a very painful issue and illness. And of course, you see Mama back there. Mama owns this channel, and she gets any of the revenue from the channels. But we use this channel for the basis of connection.
And I try to be comic relief.
That's the husband. And so we are, that's what our focus has been from day one. It will be continued to be from day one. Hi, Teron. Hopefully I'm saying the names right. And that's what we're continue to be. I'm good. Actually, after what I have been through for the past 2 months, there is light at a very, very end, very, very difficult tunnel. If you all got to see the short that was placed with the beautiful Ohio sunset, that was beautiful. And I have some more footage I'll probably be putting up maybe. But it was a beautiful sunset, and we actually came back on Sunday. And my aunt passed in March. And 2 days after my aunt passed, we were going on to the way to Josh's doctor's. It was early morning, and the most beautiful Ohio sunrise came up. And it was almost like my aunt saying, I'm in that glorious heaven, I'm okay. And then on the way home from the place, on the way home from the restaurant that we went out with the kids with on Sunday, there was the most beautiful sunrise or sunset, and it was like my aunt was trying to say to,
hey, where's my food?
My aunt was trying to say, you know what, I'm okay. And it was like, sometimes in life we don't see the next day. There is a next day, and there is light in a very dark tunnel if you've been through it. And Nora, the only reason that I deleted that last one is because I don't mind emojis, but if you repeat the same thing over and over again, that is considered spam through YouTube, and I don't want to have any issues with that, nor do I want you. So that's why I did remove the last one, just because repeating those over and over again can flag YouTube, and they will consider it spam. Just an FYI. But, sometimes when we're going through it, sometimes really difficult tunnels in our life and difficult things in our life, we have to remember that we have to sometimes take one day at a time. And I, the sassy bear, well, I haven't talked about anything political, so we don't talk about things political because it's too divided. Nothing political. But when you're going through it, when you're going through tough times in your life, it is and can be where you're just, it's like, it can be so tiring and discouraging and difficult. And that's what this, I Nort, this is what this past 2 months has been between my aunt's passing and my, dealing with some stuff I'm dealing with, and Josh's grandmother winded up in the hospital with some health issues. Her sister passed away. It was just like one thing after another after another. And first of all, we have to, those that believe in the Lord, which we do, believing in Him, resting in Him, running to Him is the first thing. But also having community. And I can tell you from where I have been, I am so thankful for finding YouTube and getting involved with community channels that have, chats, live chats. I can go in there. People know who I am. Friends know who I am. And if I don't have the energy, which I have not had, to really go out, this has been a platform that I've been able to have and use as a way of feeling like I have some connection going on. And connection doesn't fix everything, but it sure helps when you're going through it. It sure helps when you're feeling like you're kind of by yourself, when you're struggling with anything. We all struggle with something, but none of us have to struggle in silence. None of us have to go through anything in this life by ourselves. Now, we can choose to do so and or not do so. I know my husband this week, there was times he'd have just loved to have been able to take the pain I was going through, dealing with some stuff I was having to go through. But, he couldn't do that. But if he could just, let me come and sit on the couch and watch Little House on the Prairie with me and just be there with me was enough to help. It was enough to get through the moment. It was enough to get through that hour. Sometimes this week, I've literally said, okay, I have to go through, 1 hour. And there was a story as I've and we'll probably maybe do a little bit on Laura Ingalls and her story and everything like that. But there was Johnny Cash was on one of the episodes of Little House on the Prairie, and the lady who played Mama Ingalls, Karen, she said that she met, of course, she was a big fan of Johnny Cash, and his wife played on the show. And she said she was talking to his wife, and she said there was an accident with her son. It was a very severe accident. And she said they had, of course, bunches of acreage and so forth around where they lived. And she said, as I was driving to where this accident was, she said, I was actually thanking God on the way there. And that is kind of what I've done. And she said the faith of that was so impactful to her, that, as she is going towards her son who's been involved in a very severe accident, she's thanking God. She said that was a tremendous story of faith. And I think we have to remember that faith and showing our faith can be such a huge thing to show other people those little seeds that can be planted in others. And I can say the past week, even though it's been hard and it's been difficult, I've found times where I could say, okay, I'm going to be grateful for this moment. And even if you're not someone that is believing in Jesus and believing in the Lord, um, being grateful, just having a grateful heart is and can be sometimes something that can be, I think, important in the mix of your difficulty. Finding little nuggets of just saying, I'm thankful that for this, like I could be thankful that I had my crochet. I could be thankful that we were able to sit and watch Little House on the Prairie together. I could be thankful that I had a roof over my head. I could be thankful that I had something to eat. And finding little bits to try to find gratitude in your day can change your mood and your up here and your spirit. It can do so much to really boost a lot. And I think that we forget just being grateful. And um, I didn't sleep the greatest last night. I had a real hard time going to sleep. I've had to have a breathing treatment, so I will never do a breathing treatment that late at night because it wired me for sound, I think, for quite a while. But I was like, okay, well, I didn't have the greatest sleep, but I had 2.5 hours sleep. Well, I can be grateful for that. And I can be grateful that I can go home and rest. And so we can be grateful for what we have, even the littlest thing. And even watching, and I know it was, Hollywood spin on it, but what's the matter? Hollywood, I'm pressing some kind of button. Hollywood spin on Little House on the Prairie. Um, we can, there was times where little things, they were grateful for the little things. And I thought about Mary. Of course, Mary became blind. And at first, she was in real darkness. She couldn't see anything. Her sight was just taken away from her because she had scarlet fever when she was young. And when she lost her sight, they sent her off to the school for the blind because she needed to be in that environment. And that's where she met a young man. I haven't gotten further in it, but and whether that is accurate to the book, I don't know. But she said, he was somebody that kind of, saved her because she said she was in such a desperate situation. She learned how to make the bed and how to do all this and do that. And then, of course, she wanted to be a teacher. So she ended up being a teacher for students that were blind. So, sometimes when it just looks like we're in the dark, God has a plan. God has a purpose for all of it. I don't quite know what it was. The saying that said, uh, God's not going to give you too much that you can't handle. I was looking up going, God, okay, I've handled it. I'm done. I'm cooked. I'm at it. And that's not true. It's talking about temptation. But I finish it to say you can't handle anything without God. So I'm going to be back. We're going to start live streams on Tuesday. They will run Tuesday through Saturday, not Sundays and Mondays, but we'll still do our drive to church. But remember to be proud of being yourself because everyone else is taken. Keep crocheting that connection. No crochet hook required. And we've got you covered. Thank you so much for having us covered. And today is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad it is. Have a great day, and I will see you later for sure on Tuesday. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you again for your prayers. God bless.